Well, hello. Don't know whether there's anybody here yet, but I'll say hello. Still can't see anything. Blurry, blurry, blurry. But still, I shall attempt to answer people if they say hello to me, and I have just dropped something on the floor. Oh, my glasses. Hi, Amanda. Hi, Shad. Oh, I've just dropped my glasses, which would be help. How are you all doing? Hi, Lizzie. I've got my hook stuck in my crochet. I'm crocheting black, you know, I must be stupid. Can't see anything and crocheting black. Well, there's one born every minute. It's not raining. No, it's not been that clever. It's freezing, but it's not raining. So we've got that to look forward to, Esther. I can actually. My friend came and sorted out what was wrong. I don't know what she did, but she twiddled a few knobs, and she also made the print bigger for me so that I could actually see it. And now it's white writing on black, so I can actually see it, which is wonderful. So, hi, Munchkin. If I do miss anybody, please excuse me because, you know, the bins are not working. As I said, and I'm just the idiot that's crocheting black, but never mind. So how have you all been? Have you all been fine? Now, Shad, you usually ask me for my necklace, yeah? There it is. I don't know what it is. It's all like little sort of stones and things and what have you got. So I don't know what it is, but it's pretty. Yeah, well, I think I'm alive. I can't say anything, but I think I'm alive, yeah. Oh, dear. It was funny, you know, because my son, when we were trying to sort out the camera, my son's like, look at this, look at that, look at this. And I'm going, and he's going, what's wrong with you? Can't you see it? And I'm going, no. Anyway, I came back from my eye test and I went, yes, I am officially blind in one eye. It's not permanent though. So, well, hopefully, touch wood. It's not permanent. I've got to have it lasered. Yeah. So maybe I should get my wrinkles lasered at the same time. Yeah. Oh, you always say you're still standing. Well, that's a moot point with me. I nearly fell over going into the kitchen, and I haven't had anything to drink. I was only going to make a coffee. That's all I was making. And my mug says Knitting Queen, which is a bit wrong, really, but never mind. Hi, Connie. I can actually see some things today. It was terrible last week because the print on my Chromebook was about 1 millimetre high, and I was really, really struggling to see anything. You know, it was so bad. Hi, Ethan. So I don't know what my friend's done, but she's made the print black on. Well, she's made the background black. The print is much, much bigger and it's white. So it was stressing me out. It was. I was trying to make light of it, but really inside, you know, I was like, oh, because I had a headache as well. It does look like coral, but it's probably plastic. It sounds like plastic, doesn't it? I had it on because I had a blouse on before with ties on the shoulder that were like leopard, but I was freezing, so I've had to put my velvet jacket on. Oh, I love this jacket. Oh, it's one of my favourite jackets. People always stop me and say, oh, your jacket is fantastic, but I couldn't wear it. And I'm like, why? Why couldn't you wear it? And they say, oh, but it looks good on you. And I think, what's wrong with people? Why couldn't they wear it? You know, I wear what I want. It doesn't bother me what other people. I don't dress to please other people. I choose what I want to put on. I was all in black before, apart from these little bow things on my shoulders. But I was freezing. Absolutely freezing. We had the heating on last night. I don't think we've ever put the heating on in September before. Our weather is completely fluky. I mean, the other day, our Ian was saying to me, oh, isn't it close? He was wandering about in just his shorts, saying it's so close. And I had a summer dress on about 2-3 days ago. And yet today, I am freezing. I mean, yesterday, I actually dug out my thermal vest, my damart. I thought, blimey. The damart doesn't usually come out till about November, you know. I broke it out. Oh, it's black wool. I'm wearing black, and my wool is all stuck round my shoes. I must be mental. I've just finished a black cardigan, actually. It's, you wish you could wear a shawl. Do you want to borrow one? I was wearing this before. This is an old one. I've had it years, but I do love it. And it's been on many, many holidays with me, this one. It's gorgeous. Look at that. I love it. I've got it in cream like this, and I've got it in black. And I think I've still got the pattern. I need to go and find it, really. I love shawls. I really do. I don't care whether they're old-fashioned or not, but I'll still wear one. Put a blanket round your shoulders. Make yourself a lap blanket and wear it round your shoulders, Shad. Oh, Mr. Stitch. I've got shawls a multitude, yeah. I've got a solution to my vision, yeah, Liddy, but I have to wait. I'm going to get a telephone consultation on October the 2nd. I mean, how can you have a telephone consultation about your eyes? It's not even a video consultation. How can they tell whether I can't see or not from a telephone conversation? I presume they'll have all the information that my optician sent them. My foot is stuck around this wool. Oh, how annoying. And I can't see it anyway. It's on the floor. The carpet's navy blue. My wool is black. My slippers are black. And I can't see where the wool is. I know it's fast around my shoe, but I don't. My slipper. Oh, there it is. So I hope you're all doing okay. We haven't got Nathan today. He's usually one of the first ones in, him and Chris. But we don't have them. Well, I've decided I will do the craft fair in November with my friend, but I'm not taking any clothes or anything like that. I'm just going to make little things. I've got quite a few hats, and I'm going to make some fingerless mittens and, you know, things like that. And I've got a nice pattern for a loopy. It's a loopy brooch. You make all these loops and you coil them round and it makes a flower. I'm trying things like that, you know. My friend's got lots and lots of lovely Christmas decorations that she made last year. Didn't sell, and I don't know why, because they were cheap as chips, but she didn't sell them. So we're having another go with them this year. You wonder what I'm doing? I'm doing mesh. Come to the Casbah. Like, hey, I'd look better like that, wouldn't I? You wouldn't see me wrinkles. Maybe I should take up wearing the veil. That was the thing about when you wore the masks, you know, for the COVID. We all looked the same, didn't we? Oh, dear. Couldn't wear your glasses, though, because they fogged up. Oh. I won't sing to you. I won't put you all off. Right, 29 people, 13 thumbs up. Come on, come on, come on. Woo-hoo. Thumbies. Not that I'm begging or anything. It's not that I'm hinting or anything, you know, but doesn't do anything apart from it raises my profile. And if you raise my profile, I might just possibly get a few more subscribers. Yeah. My subscribers are very, very loyal to me, but they never go up. I never get any new ones. Yeah. So I keep hoping, you know, that I'll get a few new ones. So, you know, these people who say, I aim to get so many subscribers by such a thing. I just want to keep the ones I've got. Hi, Jeannie. I don't want any leaving me. That's for sure, for sure, for sure. So when people come in, I'm going to say, hello, Jeannie, have you put your thumb in the air? As long as it's not two fingers in the air, we're all right, aren't we? Oh my God, me wool's stuck everywhere. It's stuck around my slippers. You have, Jeannie. All right, we'll let you off. We'll let you in then. Hey, Nathan, have you put your thumb in the air? Where have you been while now? We've missed you. Got no Chris yet. We got Shad, though. He's an early birdie for a change, yeah. He's probably going to nip off and go fishing and leave us. That's why he's early. Yeah. Hey, we're having our drive done. They're coming next week. The puddle, the duck pond is going. Oh, it's been awful. We've had torrential rain, and the duck pond actually turned into a lake. It was nearly swamping the cars. Every time they got out the car, they needed the Wellingtons on. It was that deep in. Oh, it was awful. Anyway, he's coming to do the drive. Oh, thank you. I can't see. Lizzie. I look beautiful because I can't see wrinkles. It's great. Just wait till I have my eyes raised. I'll be going, my God, have I got all them wrinkles? That's what happened when I had my cataracts done. I suddenly found out I had a lot more lines than I thought I did. Yeah. So at the moment, I'm looking quite flawless. Not really. I just can't see. There's a lot to be said for bad eyesight. I think it's nature's way of shielding you from getting old. Oh, dear. Yeah, I don't know when I'm going to get them lasered. I'm just got a telephone appointment on October the 2nd. I've got to see my diabetes nurse on the 27th. And they keep mithering me to have my flu jab, and then they want me to have my COVID jab, but I'm not having them at the same time. They tricked me last time. They tricked me. They jabbed me from both sides. I didn't want them both together. It's not on when you get both of them together. It's like a double whammy. Give me bad night vision. I never had good night vision to start off with, Munchkin. I always struggled when I was driving. I didn't like driving at night because the headlights coming towards me used to dazzle me. And I could never drive on a motorway for that reason. Couldn't see anything. Hi, Jane. So the cataracts did not improve my night vision at all. In fact, they made it worse. They made everything have halos. Everything had a halo around it. You know, a street lamp. It looked like a star to me because it had a halo around it. Same with headlights. They have halos around them. But I don't know what will happen when they get lasered. Whether I'll need my reading glass. I can't read a book. I was halfway through reading a book and I've had to give it up. I hope I can remember what I was up to and what I was reading when I get my eyesight back. I might have to start the book all over again. Kiss on my lips, my lover. Let the fire burn. That's what I was listening to before, called the Jewelers. They're like a ska band. They used to do street performing, like buskers, but then they turned into a proper band. But one of them's left now, so it's not the same. I like a bit of ska now and again. A bit of reggae and a bit of ska. And even put some ABBA on, you know. When you're in the mood. No, they nobbled me last time, Lydia. They didn't tell me they were going to do them both. They just told me to take my cardigan off, and a nurse went in one arm and another nurse went in the other arm, and I'm like, hey! So I'm going to make sure they don't do that this time. I don't mind having my flu jab, but I'm not having my COVID at the same time. I mean, they're trying to terrify us, saying there's a different strain of COVID, and it's this, and it's that, and it's the other. Honestly. Will we ever get rid of this damn COVID? I don't think we ever will. I think it's with us forever. Oh, I know. I can't stand the bright lights. I couldn't drive anymore now. I gave up my license ages ago. Well, I couldn't afford a car anyway, and I don't need a license to drive my mobility scooter. So I did keep my license until I was actually 70. And then I would have had to have I don't know, it's a retest or something when I was 70. But I would have had to pay about £70 to renew my license. And I thought, what's the point? You're not going to drive. So I just let it lapse, yeah. No, I wouldn't want to drive now. I'm too old to drive. If I'd have carried on driving, I probably would have been all right. But once you've stopped driving for about how long ago? Probably about 15 years. You lose your nerve and you just, I only go local in my scooter when it's dark. It has got lights on it, my scooter, but I only go to Knit Club and it's only round the corner. I wouldn't go anywhere, where I had to go on roads and that. I wouldn't go anywhere in the dark with my scooter. It's bad enough when it starts going dark early, You sort of feeling your way back along the prom because it doesn't have any lights, As long as I don't finish up in the sea one day, we'll be all right. Mind you, they've blocked off the road at the moment. They're doing something with the sea defences. Oh, I've got toothache. I think I need a filling. More expense. It's about 160 quid to get a filling. 40 odd pound to see the see the dentist, and then 100 and something for the filling, so it comes out about 160 quid. And I need, well, I'll have to pay for glasses, won't I? I get my eye test for free because I'm so old, but I have to pay for lenses and things, yeah. And glasses frames if I have new frames. But I'm going to say I don't want any new frames. They're only 12 months old. I haven't really worn them, so I'll stick with the ones I've got. Thank you. Just put new frames in, new lenses in. La 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 la. I really miss having music. I wish they'd let me put music on, but they won't. So I'll copyright this, copyright that. They can't copyright me, can they? Well, I don't know. Maybe they can. Maybe they can. So what have you all been up to? I've had Monday. I went to the library, to the knit club. Then I went straight down from the knit club down to Cleveland's to get my eyes. Well, to get my eyes tested, which they couldn't do. Tuesday I was in with the dogs. Wednesday I went to Cleveland's to knit club, but I took a taxi because it was torrential rain. And Thursday, I went to the cafe on Thursday. On Friday, I stayed in. And then today, I stayed in. I don't like going out when it's torrential rain. I know I've got a scooter with a top on it, and I know I've got sides. But I still don't like going out in torrential rain, yeah. King Charles was a big hit in France. William managed to speak in, well, sort of French, didn't he? Pigeon French, yeah. Sammy got oil to change and he paid me back 70. Oh, good when they pay you back, isn't it? Hi, Gloria. Hi, how are you? Welcome, welcome, welcome. There's only 40 of us so far today, so we're not doing so good. Come on, people. And I've only got 25 thumbs up. Not that I'm hinting. Oh, it's got an ad running now. I'm not scared of the dark, Tinkerbell. I just don't like driving in it, yeah. How am I doing? Well, so. Oh, torrential rain. Honestly, it was, we've got problems at the front, which we haven't done. The driveway's done next week. We're having it done. So our duck pond was like a huge lake. It was awful. The ground beneath us here is very clay. So it goes like a soggy mess when it gets wet through, yeah. You've got torrential rain as well, have you, Lizzie? Oh, dear. Oh, at least it's not like Skiathos. Oh, my poor Skiathos. Well, that won't worry me, Nathan, because I don't like coconuts, yeah. I never bought Bounty Bars anyway. So that I'm one of the ones who didn't buy them. So that's probably why. They probably took it off because nobody buys them. They don't take them off for no reason, Nathan. I don't like dark chocolate anyway, it's bitter. I know it's better for you when you're diabetic, but it's bitter, yeah. The only dark chocolate I like is After 8 Mints. I don't like any others. No, it's not very popular. People like milk chocolate. It's sweeter, isn't it, and nicer. Dark chocolate's a bit bitter. My friend likes dark chocolate, but I don't. Oh, I've come to the end of my ball. Time to join a new ball on. I don't know, Munchkin. I don't get much revenue anyway, so it doesn't really make a whole lot of difference. I'm not one of these YouTubers that makes money. I get a pittance every now and again. They pay me about every 3 months. So I think it works out about tuppence a video. Oh dear. You still working? Oh, you had to restart your blanket. Why did you go wrong? The videos on here, by the way, Munchkin, I've got no control over them. They've suddenly started putting them on the lives. No idea why. Because, as I say, I wouldn't mind if it generated me any revenue, but it doesn't. So it's very annoying that you having to be subjected to having videos, adverts put on the videos when it's not beneficial to the person who's making the video, which is a bit sad, really, isn't it? I mean, I know people who don't have enough subscribers to be monetized, and yet they still get videos stuck in the middle. And I'm like, well, that's not fair. You know, it's not fair sticking videos in the middle of things if people aren't getting any benefits from them. You know, you wouldn't mind watching them if you thought the person you were watching was actually going to get any money from it, but doesn't seem to be that way. I don't really know, no. Monetise by giving my funding chat. He would pay me. Well, that's very nice if he does, but I don't subscribe to that, you know, where you know, beer, whatever it is. I don't subscribe to it because it always seems a bit like begging to me. You know, send me so much each month and you can be one of my friends. I mean, you're all my friends anyway. You know, I don't want to do that really, yeah. You've got the premium. No, I can't be bothered paying for the premium, Nathan. I'm too tight. No, I don't want to. What does it they call it? They call it something, don't they? Where you have to join and be a member or something. And I'm like, I'll change my mind. I know I haven't done so far. I'm not in favour of it really. What do they call it? That thing when you know, Patreon. That's the one. No, I won't do that. It's begging to me. You know, it would be nice to get money from it, but it's begging. You know, be a member or be one of my whatevers, my sub, you know, my sub. Please, you know, I just, no. I've got nothing to offer. I don't have any patterns to offer. I don't have any um, tutorials to offer. I just don't, yeah. I can give tips on the live, but I haven't bothered with that sort of thing, yeah. No, you don't. No, you're not going to set me up for anything, Daz. I don't want it. No. Leave me alone. I'm happy. Happy as I am. I don't want any funding. I'm fine. I'm just poor and happy. I'm not in it for the money. I'm not in it. I'm not a grabber like some people are, yeah. Some people are grabby, 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 and you know. I stopped watching some people because of that, because it gets on my wick, you know. You love my wisdom from downhill. Downhill is a housing estate in Rochdale. Oh dear. What's my treat tonight? Well, when I start to eat it, well, I won't eat all of it, obviously, because I'm diabetic. It's an aero bar. And if Chris was on, he'd go, woo, can't get aero. I'm running out of chocolate, actually, because I haven't been shopping for about 2 weeks because of the scooter issues and stuff. You know, I had no scooter for over a week, so I couldn't leave the house. So I couldn't do any shopping. I couldn't get to Marks and Spencer's. I was so deprived. So deprived. Couldn't get to Marks and Spencer's. And actually, I don't think I can get out next week because when they come to do the drive, my scooter will be stuck in the garage. So I don't think we'd want me running over the workman on my way out on my scooter. And it's not like I can put it anywhere else because I can't. You know, like if I was still in Prestwich, I could say to my friends, can I put it in your garage? And they would say, yes, but there's nobody around here. I can't ask anybody to put it in their garage. Well, in any case, I'd be using their electric to charge it up, so that's not right, is it? So I will no doubt be stuck in unless they let me run over their concrete. We'll have to see. I shall play it by ear, otherwise I might be in all next week. It'll make me do some crocheting, won't it? Yeah. My son thought I'd gone potty. I've bought some pseudo Barbie dolls, yeah. And I'm going to crochet some clothes for them, yeah. Sammy left a quest. I don't know what that is, Jane. It's obviously an American. A quest. What is it? Describe it to us. What's a quest? A quest over here is like a request, or you have a quest. I'm not very good at describing things, am I? My mesh is growing. It's all in one, so it's looking a bit strange. No, oh, you've never heard of a quest, and you're in America, aren't you? Yeah, I'll be sending out for supplies if I have to stay in anymore. Like there was no jam and no crumpets and nothing. I had to say to my son, because normally I buy my own stuff, you know. They buy all the, you know, the food and stuff, but I buy all the treaty bits that I like, you know, like scones and crumpets and hot cross buns and things. I buy all them. You like a star bar? A skinny candy bar? Is there such a thing as a skinny car? Can I do a well, I could, but you know, I wouldn't be making a big enough order, would I? I'd have to pay a lot for delivery. I suppose I could. I like to do my own shopping though, really. I did used to do a big shop, you know, from Tesco's and that when I lived on my own because if I was ill or something and I couldn't go out. I used to get meal deliveries from, I think it was Oak House Foods. They used to do nice portion, you know, smaller meals and things. A lot of the meals are too big for me. I have to leave half of everything. Safeway, everything's gone up. That's where you've seen me in Tesco's, have you? I don't think so. I've not been in Tesco's for a bit now. If you saw me in Tesco's, why didn't you buy me a Costa? You could have bought me a coffee if you saw me in there. I used to do a lot of online shopping when I lived on my own. Yeah, Oak House Foods, they used to do those little tiny frozen dinners, you know, that were just big enough for one. Big enough for one person who didn't have a huge appetite, yeah. I don't know why I'm so big. I really don't, because, you know. And I've even stopped eating the chocolate, really. I eat chocolate here on a Saturday, but apart from that, I don't eat the chocolate anymore. I think I must be ill. I've gone off chocolate. It's not like me at all. Well, it does help. I've got toothache on that side. So I keep thinking, oh, better not eat anything sweet. But the dentist will have to wait unless it gets really bad, yeah. $6 for a 6-pack of soda. Oof. As I say, I don't drink a lot of soda pop or whatever you want to. Oh wow, it's got a knot in the middle of my roll. Oh, oh thank you, Daz. I've got a knot in my wool. Yarn. It's not wool. I have to snip them out. I can't leave a knot. It annoys me. And I don't like them in the middle of the row. But I am not. I am not pulling the row back. I'll darn it in. I'll darn it in. I never had the Wiltshire foods. I only ever had Oak House food. Oh, well, that parsley box, it's stuff in the cupboard, isn't it? It's not even stuff that goes in the fridge or the freezer, is it? I've watched her on the telly and she gets it out of the cupboard. I wouldn't fancy that. It doesn't sound very fresh to me. Sounds a bit like reconstituted stuff. I mean, the Oak House food was expensive for what it was because you only got tiny portions, but it was enough, you know. I started having it after I had the COVID, and I wasn't eating much after COVID. We had beef stew and potatoes today. My son made the beef stew. Oak House was, I won't say it was brilliant, but it was edible. It's as edible as any of these fast foody things are. I just liked it because they did food that I liked. It wasn't all curries and stuff like that. And also it was small portions. No, just swear blind he didn't leave it, Jane. What candy bar? Did you leave one in the fridge? Oh, can't see it now. He should have took it with him, shouldn't he, if he wanted it? Finders keepers, Jane. You found it in the fridge, you eat it. You can always say, oh, sorry, I thought it was for me. Thought you bought it for me. Thought you bought your mum something, a treat. Orion said that the other week. He said, oh, hiya, Isaac. He said, I've brought you a treat. It was a dark chocolate Kit Kat. It was vile. I don't like dark chocolate at all. Somebody bought me a box of chocolates at Christmas. And I thought, oh, I shouldn't be eating these. But when I opened it, half of them were dark. So I only ate the milk ones anyway. Left the dark ones for my daughter-in-law and my son. Ba, 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 ba. I think I'm stuck on crochet mesh. I've just done a purple mesh over top. And I've just done a black one. And I'm doing another black one. It's just that black goes over a lot of colours. I don't usually wear black and black together. It's a bit... My friend, the one who helped me with the PC, she wears a lot of black. I think she used to be a bit gothy, yeah. I have got some lovely black things. I've got a lovely black jacket that's all got ribbons at the back and long sleeves with lace, very gothy. I don't tend to wear it because it's very thin. It's too thin to wear out, if you know what I mean. And yet when you wear it indoors, like the lace gets in in your dinner. I don't normally wear this indoors because it's, got a lining in it. Oh, it looks blue. It's green. But I love it. I love this jacket. I love it, love it, love it. Look at that. Look at that. Isn't it gorgeous? Ooh. What am I going to dress my Barbie dolls in? I've actually been printing off some patterns and I've looked in the shed, but I can't find some of the ones in the shed. But I kind of wasn't in the mood for hunting in the shed. Yeah, I found some less than £1 they were on Etsy, so that one's pretty, isn't it pretty? All the others are over there. I used to love making them. I made them for Action Man. I made them for Barbie and Cindy, and I think my nieces had Cindy rather than Barbie, actually. I don't remember them having a Barbie. They had a Barbie house. It was in one of their well, they had a big bedroom that they shared. I was fascinated with it. I just sat and played with it. I'd be in my 30s then, I still haven't painted my dolly's house. You thought you were a goth. Yeah. I've got quite a lot of black tops and cardigans and clothes, but I do tend to wear them over something brighter. I'm wearing black trousers, black top and black jacket, which is rare for me. I don't usually wear everything black, yeah. But black is a good base, isn't it, for putting bright colours over the top. Yeah, I managed to get to the knitting clubs. I had to take a taxi, though, on Wednesday because it was absolutely bouncing it down and there was no way I was going in my scooter. I know it's got sides, but there is a limit. I don't mind spitting rain, but I don't like bouncing down torrential rain in my scooter. Doesn't have a windscreen wiper, so I can't see where I'm going if it's torrential rain. It's like, I need a windscreen wiper. I don't know why they don't put one on when it's meant to go out in wet weather. Like somebody was telling me that, you can get this spray that they use on like motorbike goggles and things that stops them fogging up. So maybe I should get some of that and spray it on the window. Then the rain would just roll off, wouldn't it? I think I've got to do 12 rows here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9 I've done. Ooh. Got a knot. Got a tangle. Not a tango, I've got a tangle. I was watching a programme the other day about the old adverts that used to be on the telly, yeah? And do you remember that You've Been Tangoed? They had to stop that advert because kids were going in the playground going and slapping people on the head. It's a stupid advert, that. Yeah, they could burst people's eardrums doing that, going bang on the sides of their heads. Yeah. Hey-o. So we've still not got any Chris, have we? Where's Chris? Oh, hello. Hello, Rosie. Hello, honey bun. She's coming and sat on the sofa. Now you'll hear my son growling upstairs because she's opened the door. She comes down here sometimes if they're watching a noisy film. She doesn't like it. She comes down here where it's quieter. Mm-hmm. They both have hearing trouble, so they put the telly on very loud upstairs. And I think it upsets Rosie. Yeah, she's sleeping on the sofa now. I don't sit on the sofa. I never have done. Buy a lovely sofa and never sit on it, yeah. But it's at the opposite end of the room to the telly, so I can't see. Well, I can't see the telly anyway, but I mean, I can't see the telly if I sit on the sofa. We had a lovely cake on Wednesday. One of the ladies there, it was her birthday, and one of the other ladies had made a Victoria sponge, and it was that fat. It was absolutely gorgeous. I love homemade cake. If you want Rosie, she's in here. Oh, she's come out now. Hey. I was just going to say, if you wanted Rosie, she was on the sofa. She's gone out now. She's gone with her daddy. Ooh. I tried to ring Sue this afternoon, but she must have been out shopping or something. I left her a message saying, hi, it's me, but you're obviously out again. She's a right social butterfly. She could have been in the garden if the weather was good. She's got this humongous garden. I haven't seen it, but I believe she's got a humongous garden with all fruit trees and vegetables and everything in it. So she spends a lot of time in there. So I presume she was either shopping or something. I did leave her a message. I said, I'll speak to you later. She did phone me last week to see how I'd got on at the opticians. Yeah. So, yes, I have heard from Sue. She's fine, as far as I know. Like me, she's not got any more of her injections in her spine. She did have them when she first went up to Scotland. But then, of course, it was COVID and one thing and another. And then they keep saying that they've stopped them for different reasons. I think they just stopped them because it cost them too much money. Right, hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13. And I've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I've got another 3 to do. 3 more rows before I can break. Yeah, I kept saying I was going to go and see Sue this year, and I wished I could do, but I just never seem to get around to it. She's always very busy because she works, yeah. And she's a lot younger than me. She's not up to retirement age yet. So she's back working a bit. I don't think she's working full-time, but she's working part-time. And she was also having a lot of renovations done on her house. So that's another reason why I haven't been up. So maybe, I keep saying maybe next year. I said that last year, didn't I? I mean, I was determined to get away this year, but all I did was 3 days in Prestwich, which wasn't exactly the same, was it? I was going away. And I'm not going away now. It's a bit, weather's a bit, what's it now? It's all right if you can afford to go abroad, isn't it? I haven't even got a passport, so I don't know why I'm bothering about that. I'll maybe go on a coach trip, but I don't think I'll go this year now. It's getting winter now, isn't it? Nothing worse than the seaside when it's cold. And that's where all the trips seem to be. I wouldn't mind going to Brighton, though. But it's a long way on a coach, isn't it? Well, it would be for me. I'd have my suitcase, my breathing machine, and my fold-up scooter. God knows what my son's doing. He's banging about in the kitchen, which is the other side of the wall behind you. Behind you. If you look over your shoulder, he's behind you. Yeah. It's getting chilly. As I say, even my son put the heating on yesterday, which is unheard of because he's normally hot. And he put the heating on because he said he was cold. Grease. Oh, gosh. Oh, I'd be jealous as well, Lydia. I love Greece. What does Sue do? She does care in the community. You know, she looks after people in their own home. I don't have the fire on now, sadly. I need to order some logs. I need to order logs. I was supposed to do that the other day. No, we put the heating on yesterday because it was that flipping cold. I used to have a little halogen heater, but Ari knocked it over when we were moving and it broke. Yeah. Because sometimes you just want something on for about half an hour, don't you, just to warm the air up. I mean, the fire's okay, but it gets a bit too hot, the fire. You know, it has to be really cold for me to light the fire. But I miss, like, having, you know, like a gas fire or a little electric fire that you could just pop on for half an hour, yeah. Yeah, I used to have a little halogen heater. It didn't used to burn much electric either. It was good. Well, as I say, when we were moving, my son knocked it over and it broke. It wasn't that expensive. If I get another one, they say, "What you got that for? What you got that for? You got the fire." But sometimes I don't feel like lighting the fire. It's a big faff. Well, I see the trouble with that log fire. It's faffing about, yeah. Oh no, the radiators are okay. It's just the expense of putting them on, Lydia. You know. This room is the coldest room in the whole house. If I go in my bedroom, it's warm. If I go in the conservatory, it's warm. It's freezing in this room. It's the coldest one. The sun's going to block up the air bricks at the front because that's where the wind comes from the sea and it blows on the front of my house and it never gets any sun, this room, never at all. Oh, your landlord's in charge of the radiator. Oh, I wouldn't have that. Wouldn't have him controlling whether I could put my heat on or not. I was just reading in the newspapers, you know, that Katie Price, she owes the energy company 23 grand. Something else she won't pay. How the heck she gets away with not being bankrupt, I don't know. If you and I owed the kind of money she owes, we'd have been tipped out of our house years ago. But she gets away with it. I think I'm nearly up to leaving for the he, dividing for the armhole. That's the only trouble when you're doing everything. You start at the back, you cast on for the chain on for the sleeves, and then you go back in again. It's kind of a lot of wide crocheting at one go. But I shall be stopped when I've done this. I shall start doing my Barbie things, or Cindy things, or whatever they call them. Mine are not Barbies or Cindy's. They're just. Hey, I've got one. If you watch my video, you see it. It was supposed to be like a swimmer, so I just bent its arms back, and then it was starting going. Its arms. It was doing like the butterfly. I was not expecting that. No, I just bought them off eBay. They're not new. Well, I bought one new one. They'll be crochet and knitted. I've got knitting patterns as well. I don't mind knitting if it's little things. I need to go in the shed. I can't find my patterns. I started half-heartedly looking today for them, but my patterns are all in this massive, great big box about that big. And I got about halfway down and I got fed up, yeah. Yeah, I need to suss out some 4-ply and 3-ply, really. I don't think I've got much, actually. If I can get out with my scooter, I can go to the knit shop, the Naked Sheep in Cleveland. Oh, she's supposed to be bankrupt. And she gets more cosmetic surgery, and yet she's... Well, the cone yarn, I don't want to use that because it's such big cones. I mean, I have got all this left on the cone from the cardigan. I could use some of that, I suppose, but there's enough there to make a top. I don't want to be, just doing Barbie clothes and stuff off a big cone, because then I might not have enough to make what I want to make. No, I'll just get some odd balls of 4-ply or something. Because I didn't get a cone of white. If I'd have got a cone of white, I would have done the bridal dresses and that in the white, yeah. But I think I have actually got some 4-ply white in the shed. But I wasn't in a humour to look for patterns. I was bending over and my back was killing me and I'm squatting at a funny angle. And the box is too heavy to put it on the table. So I just got fed up halfway down the box, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. What did I say? I wanted 13, didn't I? Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 11, 12. Yeah, 13. I need another row, but that puts me at the wrong end. Oh dear. Never mind. No, I've got 4 cones, but there's like 500 grams on each cone, which is rather a lot if you're making... You don't want to do Barbie clothes all in the same colour, do you? I have found 3 tiny balls of 4-ply, which I'll start off doing. If I can get out on... And I've got some white 4-ply. I know I've got that in the shed. If I can get out on Wednesday, you know, if I can get my scooter over the drive, I'll have a look in the Naked Sheep. Although I don't think she does much 4-ply, but you never know. Yeah, never know. I mean, I have got some gorgeous wool, but I'm not using that either, you know me. Hand-dyed yarn. I mean, I'll be selling the little Barbie clothes for peanuts, so they're not having me hand-dyed yarn. That's for sure. I'm going to sneeze. Oh dear. Still no Chris. Don't know where Chris is. Still no Chris. Oh dear. If I had the money, all the money in the world, I wouldn't go abroad for cosmetic surgery. I wouldn't trust them. I'd want somebody on Harley Street that I knew that people had been to and it was all okay. It's amazing how many people do go on this like black market kind of cosmetic surgeries and stuff, and liposuction, and finish up dying, don't they? And tummy tucks and stuff. God, no. I'm sorry, but even if I was as wealthy as Croesus, I wouldn't do that. Take your life in your hands. I mean, you do anyway with cosmetic surgery, don't you? Anything can happen. Oh, I'd give him a hernia, Jane. It's a big box. Very, very heavy. I don't want him having a hernia and not being able to go to work. Oh, dear. No, I'll clear my table and then I can put things on the table in piles and then I can sort out. I really need... I've got all the, you know, those folder leaflet things to put them in. I really need to sort them into ladies, children's, babies, crocheting, knitting. They want sorted out. But I've never done it since I moved here. So every time somebody says, which pattern are you wearing? I think, oh no, I can't go and look in that shed. And I know it's in there. They say, well, where? What is it? What number is it? Which pattern do you use? And I'm thinking, I can't find it. It's in the shed. I could do with shutting myself in there for a full day, you know. Well, I don't think a day I'd cut it, actually. I think probably more like a week. But I've still got loads of old Barbie patterns in there somewhere. I found some, so I'm not deprived. I've got some. I even had a Wonder Woman outfit for Barbie or Cindy or something. Oh dear. Yeah, I made Wonder Woman outfit I made for my nieces. And they even had the little headband, the little wristbands. I must be mad. Oh dear. Right, 1, 2. Hang on a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 6, 7, 8, 9. 9. Got 9 I've got to do from this side. Watch me put the front on the wrong side or something. Oh, sniff, sniff. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Right, join it in there. I made this years ago, but I can't remember making it. And I made it in black then. But I don't know what happened to it. It probably went fluffy. I probably threw it out. Some things, if I do it in decent wool, they last me years and years and years. And other things that I've made recently, you know, in cheaper wool, they just fluff up and get thrown away. There's some nice Barbie patterns actually on YouTube videos. But a lot of them are like, you know, they're minuscule hooks and teeny weeny, like embroidery thread or, you know, fine crochet cotton stuff. You know, like you make doilies out of. I'm not that dedicated. I've actually still got the Barbie clothes I made for my nieces. A woman, I showed them on one of my videos, and a woman said, "How much do you want for them all?" And I'm like, "I'm not selling them." I mean, they're all tatty anyway. They were well played with, if you know what I mean. My niece played with them a lot, my nieces. So they were not new. She wanted to buy them all off me. I'm like, no, 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 no. Right. Right, you got to do 1 and then you got to do 4 rows increasing at each end. Right, okay. Oh, now my nose is trickling. I'm so sweet today, child. First of all, I'm sneezing all over you, now my nose is running. Hey, dear. You're all very quiet tonight. And people have disappeared. I've gone down from 40 to 33, so people are leaving me in droves. Oh dear, is it something I've said? Hay fever, I don't know. My son's got a cold, so he could have passed it on, Isaac. I don't really suffer. Well, I do suffer from hay fever, but not when anybody else does. I'm allergic to tree pollen, which tends to be quite early in the year. I'm not allergic to grass or anything like that. I'm allergic to sunflowers, but that's a different allergy altogether. That makes my eyes puff up. Victoria and Albert. Oh, yeah, I love the V&A. I've been a few times to see it. I wish I could go down to see it again. V&A's gorgeous. If you go into the clothing section, it's absolutely fantastic. I think there is like videos online where you can actually look around the V&A, you know, like through, through the eyes of YouTube, yeah. You feel like the bus hit you yesterday. Oh, the COVID vaccine. Oh, I don't want mine. I know they keep saying I've got to have it because I'm old and I've got issues, and they keep telling me I should have it. But yeah, I watched a program. There used to be a channel. It's not on now. It was called the Fashion TV channel, and they went and it was all to do with. I think it was Chanel. No, it wasn't Chanel. And they were getting all these things out of tissue paper to make a display. I think it was, you know. And it was about an hour-long program, and it watched them taking all these garments out of tissue paper and putting them on mannequins and that. It was so fascinating. I was enthralled with it, yeah. Oh no, this program I watched was about an hour long, but sadly, you know, it was on a channel called the Fashion Channel, and it just went. The channel went, yeah. Your friend's just tested positive. I know they say it's coming back up again. I hope it's not. I don't want COVID again. I'll have to test for COVID when I go to get my eyes done, because this clinic that I go to insists that you bring a positive, you know, a negative COVID test with you when you come. I presume that's what they'll start asking me when they phone me up. Yeah, I've got my diabetic appointment on the 27th. Then it would have been my mum's birthday on the 29th. I don't know how old she would have been. She was born 1911. I can't work it out. I'm no good at maths. I don't know whether they have a personal YouTube channel, but there's quite a few people that go into it. I remember watching, what you call Katie Jones, the crochet designer. She went into the V&A because she was looking at some crochet things. And, you know, saying she got her inspiration from there. I would just love to go again. It's years since I've been. They had lots of, I mean, it was long before they had like Diana's wedding dress and stuff. I think they had Princess Elizabeth. Well, she was the Queen, but she was Princess Elizabeth when she got married. She would have been 112. Oh my goodness, mummy. And it had Princess Margaret's wedding dress, I think, and the Queen's, but she was Princess Elizabeth when she was married, wasn't she? But they had Chanel there, and you know, Norm Hartnell and things like that. They had a lot of stuff there. I was fascinated. And they had a little crochet sock that was supposed to be one of the first crochet things that they'd found. It was from whenever ago. And it was so finely crocheted, yeah. Yeah, Princess Margaret's dress was beautiful, wasn't it? I mean, the Queen's wasn't as nice, but I think it's probably because it was like rationing. I mean, I know she probably wasn't subjected to rationing with her dress, but hers was a lot more austere, wasn't it? It wasn't as... I like Princess Anne's as well. She had quite a high neckline, didn't she, with buttons all down the front. But we won't talk about Diana's, because that was a mess, wasn't it? Oh, God. A crumpled crease mess. I don't do talk her into them big puffy sleeves and everything. It was over the top, wasn't it? It was just too much. I mean, somebody I know's been to see, you know, Diana's wedding dress in the V&A. And she said it actually looks much nicer when you get close up to it than it did on, you know, the camera, on the telly. Yeah, it was. Well, them puffy sleeves and stuff. I mean, whatever. It was just a crumpled mess, wasn't it? Hey, 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 hey. No, I like watching some of the designer stuff. Like you say, some of it was really pretty, wasn't it? You know, these Parisian designers. I mean, the Queen favoured Norman Hartnell, but he used to do pretty. Well, I mean, she wasn't a frilly person, was she? You know, but the Queen. So he used to do quite basic things, yeah. It might have been all the rage in the 80s, but it still looked a mess. I mean, I've seen other brides from the 80s and they didn't look like that. I think she was ill-advised. She'd have been much better in something a bit plainer, without those great big sleeves. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, I've got to do increasings at the necks on 2 more rows. Oh God, yeah, the coach did. Well, the coach wasn't enough room in the coach for the dress, was there? It's like them big fat gypsy weddings. Have you seen them dresses? There's hardly room for the groom, is there, when they get them in the coach? Those dresses are just ridiculous. They look like big, massive meringues, don't they? My stomach's rolling. Oh, I've had my tea. It's probably because I've not had any crisps or chips or whatever you want to call them. I didn't have any left because I haven't been shopping, have I? Doodle-doo-doo-doo-doo. If I ever got married again, I wonder what I would wear. Probably something really boho. Probably red satin or something, or purple. Definitely wouldn't be white. It'd be all frills and... Oh, I've seen a wonderful woman on YouTube. She's called T. Myers. It's all one word, T-M-Y-E-R-S. And she makes the most gorgeous boho handbags. And she shows how to make them. But she gets all this lace and ribbons and fringe and everything. And she buys them. She used to sell them, but she doesn't anymore. But she gets stuff out of the charity shops and puts lace and bohos it up, and you know. And I'm like, oh, I want to sew. So I'll stop looking for clothes now in charity shops. I'll start looking for doilies, lace tablecloths. But if you ever look at her, honestly, she's, oh, if you like boho, you'll like her. If you don't like boho, you won't. Right, which way am I? Right, that's the front, yeah. I'm very sort of Stevie Nicks. I would love, you know, like she used to wear the like white skirts with loads of lace and frills and ribbons, and that's my kind of. It's sort of steampunk, but not in black, yeah. Oh, to have loads of money. I would be the talk of Fleetwood be. What the heck she got on? I'd be there in my scooter with my lace whiffling in the wind. Man, it's time to put my frocks away. It's blooming freezing. I'll be getting my winter wardrobe out again. Getting the thick skirts out again, and the long dresses. They'll be coming out again. So my frocks will be going away. Flimsy things. I haven't got room in my wardrobe for both sort of seasons. I have to swap them over. I have a wardrobe, well, a cupboard thing above my bed. So I swap them over. I put the winter things have all gone up there. So they'll have to come back down again. I can't reach it, that's the only trouble. I have to get the step ladders and wobble. I didn't realise when I had them put above the bed I wouldn't be able to get to them. No. One side's got my sun hats and my spare towels and stuff, and the other side's got my winter coats and my winter dresses. So I shall get my son or maybe my daughter-in-law to reach them down for me. Hey, I'm on the, well, not the final stretch. I've got a load of sewing up to do, and then I've also got all the bands to do and everything. La 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 la. So what are you all doing? Jane's making a blanket. What's everybody else doing? Are you sat crocheting or knitting while you are talking to me? Or are you just sitting there scoffing your tea? Or are you like Chris and you've just vanished altogether? Just watch, you'll come on in a bit saying, I didn't realise what time it was. Or I was cooking and I forgot. My legs are getting slowly colder. It's really cold in this corner. I'm sure there's an air brake. You're relaxing listening to me? I'm not that relaxing, am I? Mind you, somebody did say I should record bedtime stories because I had the kind of voice that they wanted to fall asleep to. And I wasn't quite sure if that was a compliment or not. Yeah. Oh, you're internet window shopping. What are you going to window shop for? I window shop for a lot of things, but I've stopped putting them in my basket now. I bought too many things just recently. I bought those dolls. I admitted they were expensive, but it all mounts up, doesn't it, when you know, you keep adding bits and pieces. It's like those patterns. Oh, they're only £1. They're only £1. By the time I'd finished, it was about £9. Oh, Target. Oh, gosh. Well, you won't get funeral adverts at your age. I do. Have you planned your funeral? Have you made your will? The tortoise table and all the equipment. Why have you got a tortoise now? You're turning into Dr. Dolittle at your house, Nathan. We had a tortoise. We called it Houdini because it kept escaping. People kept bringing it back. Anyway, eventually it disappeared and it never came back. It escaped once too often. My friend's just got another cat. She's got 4 cats now. 4 cats and a dog. I thought they were an endangered species, Nathan. I thought you couldn't get them anymore. I mean, at one time you could buy them in any pet shop, but now they're endangered now, aren't they? They're quite difficult to look after, when they hibernate and that, and you never know. We had one that hibernated and never came out of hibernation. That was one down. And then we had the one that kept escaping, Houdini. Mind you, Houdini was quite big. He was quite a big tortoise. He used to dig his way out the garden. One of my neighbours was quite used to him. She said, I found your tortoise again. Oh, my friend's got snakes. I don't like them. I don't like them. My son's friend used to have a reticulated python, the little. And then another friend had one called Crusher. My friend's got one called Noodle. I'm not struck with snakes. I'm not enamoured. I wanted a lizard, well, not a lizard, a dragon thing at one time, but they're difficult to look after. So, you have to have all the right equipment, so I didn't bother. Like a chameleon or something. Somebody used to come in the job centre with this massive iguana on his shoulder. We had to tell him to stop bringing it in because it used to frighten everybody. Oh, postage is awful, isn't it? I kind of wait until I want to order. I think it's about £30. You have to order now to get free postage. If I just want a ball or two, I just call in, the Naked Sheep. I know it's more expensive. They sell wool on the market, but it means going all the way up to Fleetwood. And the trouble is I have to leave my scooter outside because it's too big to go into the market. The market's got very narrow alleys. So, by the time I've kind of walked to the wool shop, my legs are killing me, my back's killing me. And I lose the will to live, so. So I'm no good in the market. My other scooter, I used to fasten my wheeler on the back of it with bungee straps, yeah. But this big scooter, I can't do that. So when I got to the market, I used to unhook my wheeler and wheel it round in the market. But as I say, I can't do that now. No, the only free shipping I ever get is if you order a certain amount. Some places are not bad. Some places it's only about £3 something for postage, which I don't mind paying if I'm ordering a few bits. Because I always used to suss it out that if when I had the car, it would have cost me £3 in the petrol to go and get it in the first place. So, but of course, postage has all gone up now, hasn't it? So, some places are not too bad with the postage. Obviously, ice yarn, can't afford that anymore. Ice yarn's probably all right. There's 2 or 3 of you that want stuff, and you make a big order, and then you share the postage between you. And it's not just the postage with ice yarn; it's like the import duty and God knows what else, and the taxes that they put on it. I used to order from Hobie. Is it Hobie or Hobby or something? I used to order from them as well, but I haven't ordered anything for a long, long time. But to be honest, like with me not having anything, I haven't got a shop at the moment. I haven't got anything to. I've got loads of things to sell, but nowhere, no web page, no anything that I can tell anybody to go and have a look at. So there's no point me buying new wool when I'm only using it for me. I've got enough to use for me. I will have to do something shortly. Can't keep keeping it all in the shed. Hershey's was $12 shipping. Gosh, that's a bit like ice yarn. I think I told you I put £16 worth of ice yarn in my basket and it came to £42 by the time it got to checkout. I thought, no way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Right, let's look at the other side. Can't find the other side. Where is it? There it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Right, 1, 2, 14. What did I say? I'd done 11. 1, 2. Need to do another 3 rows. 3 rows, and then I've finished doing the main part. No, I haven't ordered anything really online for a long time. I've still got quite a bit of, what was it I ordered? Oh, the boho spirit. I've got quite a few colours in the shed, so I'm all right with that for a bit. I only ever use that for myself because, you know, you can't get your money back crocheting it for anybody else because they just don't want to pay the kind of money. You know, when it's like a fiver a ball and you're using, what, 7 balls or something, people just don't even want to give you the money back for the wool. So I keep it for myself. If I was one of these people, like in America, where they get $200 for something. Yeah, right. I've decided my face does not fit, or I'm never in the right place at the right time. I don't get to the right clients. I don't get to anybody. The people who watch me are all crocheters. So when I make anything, all they want to know is what wool did I use and which pattern did I use. Nobody ever says how much. How much is it? Nobody ever says that to me. I'm in the wrong area as well. If I crocheted a load of beige cardigans or in about a 62-inch bust, I'd probably sell them. But that would destroy my soul. I hate crocheting boring things. That's why I can't do a blanket. I'll do a baby blanket. That's about my limit. But when I was asked to do, you know, things that were I thought were really, really boring, like a brown sweater or a huge beige cardigan, no. I hope my lady in America liked all the things I sent her. She said she did when she sent me a message saying they'd all arrived, and she was amazed at how many I'd sent her for her money. But it got rid of all my cardigans. I've got no cardigans left now in the shed. All the cardigans went to her. I gave them her all. I was just glad of the money. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I think I've got one more row to do. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah. Oh, I get plenty of people saying, will you make me that? But what they really mean is, will you make it me for free? I don't know whether you get that from people. Or people saying, if I buy you the wool, will you make it for me? No, not unless you are a very, very close friend. But still. I'm on my last row. Oh, no, I'm not, because I've got the sleeve cuffs to do and the bottom to do, and I've got a backache. Excuse me while I adjust. It's fun. There was a thing on Facebook, it said, when I wake up in the morning and I'm not in pain, I think I've died. That's me. I lie there sometimes and it's really, I'm nice and warm and I'm in bed and I've got no pain. And I think, do I really want to get out of this bed? Do I really want to do that? Then, you know, you have to, because you need the bathroom, don't you? But it's so comfy sometimes. I'm not too bad when I first get up. It's sort of like my back just sort of shunts during the day. I know it does, because I can reach where I hang my dressing gown on the back. There's hooks on the back of the door. And when I get up in the morning, I can reach my dressing gown with no problem. And when I'm going to bed at night, I can't hang it back up. The hooks are too high. And I can't get to the top of our fridge. Top of the fridge is like no man's land to me. Can't reach it. Right. Right, said Fred, both of us together, one each end and steady as we go. Which is the inside and which is the outside? Is there any difference, she said. Don't think there is. Right, I'm supposed to do cuffs on the end of there now. Cuffs. If you want to know what I'm doing, I'm crocheting out of the Happy Hooker Stitch and Bitch. And I am making the Not Ugly Shrug. Woo, woo, woo. But I'm not doing the one with the frilly edge. I'm just doing that one, the black one. And all the pages are dropping out because I've had this book that long and used it that much that the pages are dropping out. Right, so let's have a look what I'm supposed to be doing for armbands. Oh, I can't read it. Oh, a wonder bar. Time for the old bins. See if I can see it with the bins on. Right. Oh, God. Shape, colour and back. Yeah, we've done that now. Assembly. Right. Picot edging. No, I don't want a picot edge. Sleeve edging. Oh. That's front edging, but don't do the frill. Oh, right, okay. Using a smaller hook. Oh, I haven't got a smaller hook. It didn't say that. What a smaller hook is it I need to do? Right, said Fred, both of us together, on each end and steady as we go. Where does it say the hook? It must have said a 5mm somewhere, because I started with a 5mm. Oh, hooks. 5mm. Oh. I should have had an 8mm hook for the main body. But I didn't use an 8mm hook because it would have been too large. Right, I shall just make it up as I go along. Got me different glasses on today. I shall go along the edges. What do the edges look like, by the way? Am I supposed to be tightening them in or just leaving them baggy? Don't know. Look at the picture, she said. Oh yeah, they've got a frill on the edge. Oh, how nice. Well, it would have been enormous, wouldn't it, if I'd have done it on an 8mm hook? It would have been massive. How big is that? As according to a cuff. It's kind of big. But still. But still. Right, I think I shall have a bar. Not a bar of chocolate. I think I shall have a bit of chocolate while I peruse what I'm going to do with this great thing. And that was the back anyway. That wasn't a sleeve. That's a sleeve. That's a sleeve. It's good if I didn't start because I was doing it on the back instead of on the sleeve. Right, I'm going to make Chris jealous because he's not here. I'm going to have a bit of aero. And I'm actually feeling very cold. I think I will use my shawl for my knees. Oh, put it round my knees. There's a heck of a draft coming through here from somewhere. Don't know where, but it's coming from somewhere. And you've all gone quiet. Last person was Lydia. Speak to me. You lot. Come on, you miserable lot. Speak to me. I'm going to eat my hair off and soak if you don't speak to me. Right, okay, I'll post it to you. Might be a bit soggy when it gets there. I'm actually hungry, but not for chocolate. But that's all I've got with me. I need to go and get some nibbles. I need to go shopping. You're here, are you, Jane? I was watching Ellen Titchmarsh doing gardens. I don't know why, because I can't garden for toffee. But I do like watching them programmes. It's like watching other people work, isn't it, you know? They've always got these fantastic long gardens that are absolutely massive. They don't have little squatty little gardens like most of us do. I wonder if we'll get some tubs at the front. When we get the drive done. Hopefully we might. Probably doubt it. Yeah, he doesn't actually do a lot of it though, does he? Have you noticed? He sort of organises everybody else. They did one for it was an Asian couple. They were both deaf, and they painted all the fence purple. It was gorgeous, and the shed purple. And then they did this like pergola thingy-majiggle, and they had all the like sari colours. I mean, it'd be awful if it rained, but they had all these sari colours like draped. like curtains round it and that. Oh, it was gorgeous. And an outdoor kitchen, outdoor barbecue. I'm like, oh. And the King's asked his advisor. I wonder if King Charles is still talking to his plant like he was when he... Mind you, he had all these green theories, didn't he, when he was young, and everybody thought he was a nutcase. And now everybody's jumping on the bandwagon and doing the same thing. But I do agree with him with some of the modern architecture. It's absolutely ugly, isn't it? It'll never be here in 100 years. All this modern architecture will have dropped down. All this concrete business with the schools and stuff. He was right. I mean, some of the buildings, the modern buildings, are so ugly. They built one in Manchester, and it just looks like a ski slope. It's like that shape, like a wedge of cheese. What was the point of that? I think it's the War Museum or something now. It used to be a TV studio in one corner of it at one time, Channel M. I was on there. I was on telly. Didn't say anything though. I was like a rabbit in the headlights. Yeah. Luckily, my friends were very chatty, so they chatted for me. I mean, nowadays I probably would be all right, but then I'd never been on. I'd never been on, YouTube. Then I wasn't doing YouTube back then. I don't think I was, anyway. But we got invited to go on Channel M. And it's one of those very obscure little TV stations that only went locally. It was only in Manchester. And amazing how many people said we saw you on the telly. And it was on about 8:30 in the morning or something daft. And I was surprised how many people said, was it you on the telly? Yeah, woman. Going. Not saying anything. It was me. It's not like here. It's just like all these cameras and lights and everything. And you can't forget them because they're like in your face. And then they zoom towards you. And it's like, don't do that to me. Very hard to be natural in a TV studio, trust me. Somebody asked for a copy of it to put it on YouTube or something. And I'm like, oh, please, no. Something I would rather forget. But Channel M went, I suppose. Nobody watched it. Although loads of people must have done because they all saw me. But I would never be a star of telly. I'm too scared. Right, I've put my chocolate away. Just eat this last bit. End of. Oh. I mean, some of the modern houses are not. And a lot of the modern houses got such tiny little windows. I went into a few when we were looking for this house. I went into a few like bungalows and that, and I'm like, oh, I couldn't stand this. It's so dark. Little windows. I said, I'm used to big windows. I said, if I moved in here, I'd have to take the window out and put a bigger one in. That's what I liked about this house, although I should have looked at it a bit more because there's no sun comes in here. No, if I had my way, I'd like to live in like a Victorian, 3-story house. I can't go up the stairs, that's what I mean. Stupid, I know. But I'd like a Victorian, like a 3-story house, yeah. They built houses to last in the old days. I mean, nowadays they're full of damp and God knows what. They flood, they stick them on. Oh, hello. Hello, Rosie again. Rosie's back. Well, half the bungalows we went to look at have got tiny little windows. Claustrophobic, I'd be. Thanks for leaving the door open, Rosie. Now I will be cold, yeah. What a beautiful, the Victorian houses are beautiful, aren't they? Modern ones now. These concrete and steel and window things, no. I wouldn't want to live in one of them. Some of them have got like all one wall as a window, and I'd be thinking, oh, God, that's cold. Because you do get cold through a window. And these open plan houses, I mean, there's one across the road. They've knocked everything into one. They've got their dining room, their living room, and their kitchen all in one. I mean, I'm flipping cold in here. I think to myself, my God, it must be chilly. How do you heat it? Oh, I've got a pink drink. What is it? What is it? Oh, a strawberry daiquiri. Not much daiquiri, just a lot of strawberry. I've got another dog now. What? Hello, you. Hello. Hello, Lily. What do you want? What do you want? No, you haven't come down for a wee wee. What are you doing? Do you want to say hello to people? Come here, fatty. Come here. No, you don't you want to say hello to people? No, I've not dropped anything. There's no food. Trixie, what do you want? Come and say hello. Come say hello to people. Come here. Come here, fatty. Oh. Oh. My God. She weighs a ton. There she is. Trixabelle. Say hello, people. Trixabelle. She looks huge, doesn't she? She's too close to the camera. She's not that big. She's not that big, are you, kid? Say hello to everybody. Yeah, you going down again? Oh, 2-ton Tessie. Oh, off you go. God, she might only be little, but my God, she weighs a ton. I'd rather pick Rosie up. Cheers. Oh, that is tarty. What are you doing, you? What, do you want a wee? Excuse me. Do you need a wee? Want to go wee? Come on then. Come on if you want to go wee. Come on. Come on. You want to go wee as well? Eh? Okay. Trixie, where are you then? you, Trixie? Yeah? Oh, lovely radio. Yeah, she was giving me the look. Oh, it's raining. There you. 2 wees. They didn't take them long because it's raining. Oh, gosh, it's cold out there. You're walking Kiki. No, she's definitely a French bulldog. She's not a pit bull. Definitely not a pit bull. Oh, gosh. You'd love to buy Victorian dresses. I like steampunk type dresses, but they're always in black when you see them, and I don't want them in black. I like, as I say, I like, what's she called? Oh, I've forgotten her name now. They're out of Fleetwood Mac. That's my kind of dresses. All flouncy and frilly and all, what's it, yeah. That is so tarty. That's strawberry. They should have put a bit of sugar in it. Oh, oh. Oh, it's so cold. It was so cold outside. Baby, it's cold outside. Oh, 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 gosh. Anything special tomorrow? No, 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 no. No, nothing. Crocheting as usual, probably. Staying in bed till lunch. That's my normal Sunday. I like to lie in. And a bacon butty. Oh, hello, a video. An ad. Sorry about the ad, people. Oh. Sorry about the ad. Sorry, sorry, sorry. Well, hello, Chris. Where have you been? Well, now. You are late to the party. We haven't even had Kaz in either. She must be in bed or sleeping. Shad was in early on, but I don't think he's here now. Nathan's in. Isaac's in. No Kaz. Too many pans in the fire. As long as you're not juggling your pans in the fire, we're all right. Oh, it's cold. I went out to take the dogs out for a wee, and it's cold and rainy. It's raining again. Oh, oh, oh. I'm cold. Oh, I'm cold and my hip hurts. But I can actually see tonight, Chris, because my friend has made the print big, and it's white print on a black background, and it's great. I can see it. Wunderbar. Before it was grey on grey and I couldn't see anything. Oh, I've been crocheting, but I've just stopped now. I think I'll stop until I actually sew it together, and then I can do the edges. Oh, keeping me up, you know. You realise that, don't you? You're keeping me up. He did miss the live test. Oh dear. I was going to, I managed to get the one, I've gone back to the old camera. The new cameras are, when I play the video back through the camera, it's all in sync. But when I do the new camera to my computer, it's all out of sync. I'm going, and my voice is like not in sync. And I couldn't put it up. I couldn't put that video up because it drove me nuts. So I know it would drive anybody mad who was watching it. So I didn't bother putting it up. So I went back to the old camera again. So, but I think I put the new battery in the old camera. I think I took the battery out there. I swapped and trucked about so much with the SIM cards and the battery that I don't know what's what anymore. But I think I put the new battery in the old camera. So at least I'll get like 25 minutes before it cuts out. My son did a test run on my phone, but my phone only did 22 minutes, I think. So the phone was no, and he couldn't upload it to Google. So therefore I couldn't upload it to YouTube. So the phone is a no-go as far as I'm concerned. And my Chrome, all I can do is live. And I knew that I ever did a live one on my Chromebook, that somebody would start talking to me. And the print's about 1 millimetre high. And I know that if I put on, it's not a live video, please don't talk to me. Even when I do test, all I get is, hello, hello, how are you, hello. And I'm going, please don't talk to me. This is not a live video. But nobody takes any notice and they all chat to me. And then they wonder why I don't answer them. Yeah. So I thought, rather than irritate people by doing a live that's not a live, I'll just wait until my friend sorted out the camera for me. She didn't really, because she couldn't do, yeah. Yeah, I suppose I could have done that. And then people would have thought it was alive when it wasn't alive. Anyway, problem sorted. I'm back on my old camera again. My new camera will be all right to take still photographs with. But it won't be any good to do videos, yeah. Oh, it's bedtime for you, Isaac. Okie dokie. Bye for now. So, I need a new hip and I don't want an operation. How'd you work that out? I need a new hip, but I don't want the operation. Instead of which, I put up with the pain every day going, oh, God, I need a new hip. Oh, my God, it's painful, this. And then in the next breath, I'm like, well, I don't want the operation. You can't please some people, can you? I don't want to be laid up. I don't want all that physio and all. Well, they don't give you physio. Yeah. Well, I put my jacket on tonight because it was so cold. I had a blouse over the top of this top. It was a blouse with like leopard print bows at the top there, but it was so cold. So I had to put my coat on. I usually only wear this. I usually only wear this when I'm going outside. But I was so cold. I'll have to order some logs. It's no good. I love it. It's got all the embroidery on it. Look at that. Look at that. Yeah, gorgeous. All on the sleeves. All of it. I was just saying, I was watching a lady. She's called T. Myers. It's all one word. T. Myers. All in lowercase. Myers. And she does all this upcycling, and she does it all boho. She makes handbags, with all fringes and ribbons and lace and everything hanging off it. Oh, my kind of woman. Yeah. I'll have to learn to sew. I mean, I can sew a straight line, but I'll have to learn to sew. Because I desperately want to make one of those bags But she gets all doilies and bits of lace and stuff like that. When I go into the charity shop, instead of trying to look for clothes that they haven't got that don't fit me, I'll have to look if they've got any doilies or any lace tablecloths. And I can start cutting them up like she does. Yeah. Get some fringe. Get some fringing. Yeah. I've got some bits and pieces of lace and stuff in the shed. So I probably would have enough to make a bag. But I need some material. I don't think there's any material shops around here. I'll have to see how much I need, and then I could buy it online maybe or something. I'm a card. She buys things like old curtains and stuff and cuts them up, you know. But I know there wouldn't be anything like that in our charity shops. And the lady, I watched that Crafty Nana. She went to some place, I think it was Shrewsbury she went to. She got some lovely outfits. I need to go to Shrewsbury and Wales and places like that. Because the charity shops around here have got an out for me. And she'll go, yes, I got this. The Marie Curie, I paid £3 for it. And I'm like, I'll rip it off your back in a minute. I mean, she has a vintage shop, but she puts all the stuff on there that she don't want, you know. You watch Crafty Nana, do you? She finds some lovely stuff. There's nothing like that around here. Absolutely not. I'd like her to come to Fleetwood and I challenge her to find anything nice to wear. I trolled every charity shop in Cleveland and all I bought was a scarf. And that was sheer desperation. I thought, I'm going to go home with something. I'm going to buy something. That cost me £3 just for a scarf. That is not nice, that. And it's a Marks and Spencer's one as well, I think. Yeah. Strawberry daiquiri. It's really tarty. Ooh, got red tongue. It's better than a white fuzzy one, isn't it? Oh, I'm cold. I'll be putting my hot beans in bed with me tonight. I've got one of them long things full of beans. Put in the microwave. Can't sleep without it. I have to put it to my back. Otherwise, I can't get to sleep. Oh, I can't do with hot water bottles because they go stone cold. This bean thing, it sort of stays at your body temperature. When it goes cold, you know, it stays like kind of body temperature. That's all I can say. Hot water bottles go stone cold. And if you lean on them in the middle of the night, it frightens you to death because they're freezing. You know, they don't stay warm. They should make a rechargeable one. You can plug it in, have it recharged all through the night. I could have plugged my shoulder thing in, couldn't I? I could plug my chair in, actually. But I don't think it's plugged in. I don't think it's plugged in. And I'm not hunting around for the thing comes out, you know, the little thing that... No, I can't find it. It won't stay. When you move the chair, it comes undone. It's just like a little thing that goes like that. So when you move the chair, it comes apart. So I can never hunt for it. Otherwise, you could warm it up, you know. The chair warms up a little bit. Oh. Yeah, you should watch that T. Myers if you like boho stuff. Yeah, I love it. Yeah, she's called T. Myers. No, it's 1960s, I think, this bungalow. I think it was born. I think it was built in the 60s, yeah. Because I was talking to a lady who used to live on the street when it was newly built. I think she said it was about 1968 or something like that. Yeah, she upcycles. Well, she calls them thrift shop. Yeah, I was looking at some YouTube. There's some nice YouTube videos for me Barbie clothes, actually. Some nice little crochet dresses on. I like watching things. I'm a great YouTuber. I'm not a telly person, unless there's something really, really interesting. Because I'm a YouTuber. Although some of them, some of these sweet young things, like they've reinvented the wheel. And they've got millions of followers and they're going, oh, that's wonderful what you've made. Oh, look at that. That's gorgeous. And I'm like, whoa, she has not designed that. That's as old as the hills. I've got patterns dating from the 60s, just the same, yeah. Yeah, that's the one, Chris. Oh, she fascinates me, that woman does. I mean, some of the things she upcycles, she makes them a bit too over the top, too many sort of, says me, too over the top, yeah. But she does, like, she cuts round flowers out of curtains and things like that and sews them onto things. And then she made some lovely brooches, like where she was coiling fabric round and then she put ribbons and things down them and beads and everything. Really, really, what's it? And I was like, ooh, ooh, ideas. Chink, chink, chink. I need to sort that machine out. I really do. But I mean, the other day she was making a bag. She cut this lovely coat up. She cut it up. It was like a suede coat with like a fur lining, and she just cut it all up to make a bag. And I'm like, ah. Then she cut a leather coat up to make fringe. I'm like, there's never any leather coats in our charity shop. Then another day she cut like a mother of the bride dress up that was all like lace. It was almost bridal. It was like, and it still had the swing ticket on it. And she's chopping away there merrily. I thought she must get a lot of money off YouTube to be able to buy things like that to chop them up. Yeah, never mind. Her ideas are fun though. I'm always typing things like boho crochet and I get all these weird things that I've never seen boho in their life before. People whose ideas of boho crochet is not my idea of boho crochet. It's like if you type boho dresses or something like that into eBay or Etsy, you get anything but. Yeah. These horrible crimpling dresses and they're under boho or bohemian and you think, that is not bohemian, that's some 80-odd-year-old lady's wardrobe. I look a lot on Moonbeams and Mayhem, but she Everything that's in my size is big, floppy and floaty and massive. And everything that's got some shape in, it stops at 14, 16. And I'm like, no. You know, we don't all want to hide under a tent, you know. Oh, that'd be me, that. Except I can't drive anymore. I'd have to have a driver to drive me round to places. Can you be my driver, Chris? Well, we drive along the country selling my boho stuff. There would be no takers in Fleetwood at all. There would be, well, what on earth has she got? It would be fun, yeah. It would be. If I was young, fit, active, and a driver, I would drive to lots of different craft shows all over the country that were more arty-farty, let's say, more bohemian, more whatever than what they are around here. But even if I drove, I'm not fit enough to do it anymore. I'm too old, too knackered. Yeah. I need a front person. I'll be the one sitting at home doing the crochet. Send some sweet little young thing out that can pretend she's made it. You know, some 20-year-old modelling me crocheting and they'll think it's her that's made it, yeah. And they'll all think, oh, that's trendy. Trendy young thing has made all that, so I'll buy it. Not some old fogey sat at home with a crochet hook, you know. I don't have the image. It worked for Vivienne Westwood, but it doesn't work for me. But she had the name. If you have the name, once you have the name, we were talking about this with my friend. She does all this, you know, arty kind of painting, and she does all this, you know, jewelry, and she makes earrings and things out of, you know, paper and stuff, and then she varnishes it all, you know, so it's, you know, sturdy. It doesn't disintegrate when it rains, you know. She does all that sort of thing and everything, and we decided we're like just not got the right name. You know, there's an artist that she kind of follows that does exactly the, well, not exactly the same work as her, but very similar work. And he sells out to art galleries and, you know, £200 a painting and that. And he sells out. And she's like, oh, what's the difference between mine and his? And I thought, he's got a name, love, you know, you haven't, you know. It's like me and like Katie Jones. She does all these granny square things in brighter colours, and she's got this name, and everything she does, everybody thinks is wonderful, marvellous. I can make exactly the same thing that Katie Jones has made, and nobody's interested, you know. It's like, who the heck's Jan? You know, she's not Katie Jones. Who is she? She's nobody. Don't know her. Perhaps if I dyed my hair purple and put bunches in my hair or something. Started to be completely eccentric, yeah. I mean, I laugh at one lady. I won't name her because it, you know, she might, she wouldn't watch it, but somebody might tell her. And she's always in all the magazines, and she crochets everything in pastel colours, so you might know who I mean. And she goes, stash busting ideas. And it was a little keychain about 4 inches long. And I'm like, stash busting ideas? That would bust about 10 grams of my stash. That's about it, really, yeah. Right, bye now. Bye, Jane. Enjoy your rest. I mean, a stash busting idea to me is a granny square blanket. You know, that's a stash buster. Or a granny square cardigan. But not a key ring that's about 6 inches long. Key fob. That's not busting any stash, is it? Stash busting idea. And we're laughing, you know, saying, is she kidding? And I mean, she's never got an original idea in her head. Everything she puts in all the magazines, and yet she's got the name. Yeah. Oh, she's well known. The name. Everything she puts in every magazine, she's cribbed off somebody else. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. The right place at the right time. I'm never there. Whatever the right place is, I'm opposite in the wrong one. Yeah. Yeah, I'm in the wrong place. My niece keeps saying, if you lived in Brighton, you know, you'd sell wonderful or you'd crochet and walk out the door if you lived in Brighton. I'm like, well, I don't. I don't live in Brighton. I don't live in Glastonbury. I just moved to the wrong place, didn't I? Yeah. And I don't have the energy. I've got the ideas, I've got the mind, I've got everything going in the head. But when it comes to actually putting them forward, I just don't have the energy anymore. That's when I know I've got old, yeah. My brain churns along as if I was about 30. My brain's like, oh, I could do this, oh, I could do that, I could do this. And then my body goes, no, you can't. Sit in the chair, shut up and do your crocheting. That's what my body says. But my brain's going, oh, I could go here, I could go there, I could catch a train, I could do that, I could do the other. It's a bit like dreaming what you would do if you won the lottery. Oh, hello, we've got another advert coming up. The ad will run shortly for some viewers. Sorry about this, people. Sorry about the advert. Yeah. I don't know whether you've got pipe dreams, what you would do if you were fit, able and younger, what you would like to do, whether you'd like to be an artist, whether you want to be so wonderful things. And I'd just like a bit of notoriety, if you know what I mean. Not that kind of notoriety, but a bit. You know, somebody would discover me and say, oh, you know, have you seen the work by Jan? Fantastic crocheter. You must have a look. I haven't even got a web page. And I'm not using Etsy. You're eating your tacos, but you're there. Right, okay. I've got toothache. If I have that tooth took out, it's the only tooth I've got at the bottom. So I'll be like Miss Gummy. Oh, but it's hurting. And I don't really want to spend 160 quid. Oh, that's the trouble, isn't it? We can't afford these things. Oh. If you go to the opticians, it's spend for this, spend for that. Oh, there's these designer frames. They're only £250, yeah. No, thank you. I'll just stay with what I've got. Oh, it's okay. But we'll have to charge you for the lenses. And would you like a anti-scratch put on it? And would you like it tinted? Oh, God, they're like, talk about trying to wring every last penny out of you. And you're like, no, I don't. Well, you know, it's very valuable because if your lens is scratched, and I'm thinking, no, I'd rather just come and get a new lens. It's cheaper. I do not throw my glasses around. I do not scratch my glasses. When I was younger, I used to fling them all over the place. When I used to wear them more. Because I used to wear them for driving, so I'd sling them in the bottom of the car or somewhere, you know. So I wonder I could see through them at all. But I don't wear my distance ones at all now. I only wear readers. But they insist I have distance ones, yeah. The anti-glare they want to put on. And if you had a little bit of a tint on, oh, you need some sunglasses. We can do prescription sunglasses. And they're only £150. Yeah, okay, fine. No, thank you. I'm a pensioner. I'm not the last of the big spenders, yeah. Yeah, I'm the same. I keep thinking, I've got some lovely bunting, and I'm thinking, I could put the bunting in my bedroom, you know, to make it look a bit more cheerful, yeah. And I've also got some decals that you're supposed to stick on the wardrobe doors. And I keep thinking, they just fall off, you know. Yeah, my friend Sarah says I need lessons in saying no, thank you, don't want them. Although I must admit, I went to Boots's opticians, and I will say they were a heck of a lot better than Specsavers. Specsavers are like, you need this, you need that, you need the other, grab, 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 money, money, money. It's this money, it's that money, it's the other money. I think they must be on commission because they're always trying to flog you something you don't really want. Whereas when I went to Boots's opticians, they were quite opposite, really. They were really, really nice. You know, and I thought, bit of a difference. Because I'm used to a private optician. I'm used to one that gives you what I call service, you know. They make sure you're okay. When you're choosing glasses, they'll point you in the cheaper end of the market. If you say, well, I say, I like these, but they're a bit more expensive, you know, a bit expensive. And they'll say, oh, well, there's some over here that are almost identical to it, you know, and they're this and that and the other. And, you know, if I put them on, they'll say, no, they're a little bit big for your face because I've got chubby cheeks. And they'll say, you know, they'll bang on your cheeks. And, you know, after a while, you'll start getting annoyed with them. You know, and they gave some lovely, whereas in Specsavers, it was like, here's a basket, go and see try a few glasses on. But if you've tried them on, put them in the basket, because don't put them back on the shelf because of the COVID and we've got to disinfect them. And I'm like, for God's sake. So I finished up with a basket that was overflowing and I'd forgotten which ones I liked at the end of it. You know. So I'm like, oh. And then they were wiping them all down before they put them back, you know. And I'm like, excuse me, I'm not catching. Yeah, I mean, some of the glasses I got from Specsavers, the readers, I think these are my readers from there. Yeah, I think these are my readers. I got these weren't expensive. I mean, they wouldn't be what I would want to walk out in, but the readers, and I just yeah, you're laughing at me. Yeah, you always laugh at me, don't you, Lizzie? At least I give you entertainment for the week. Yeah. Mm. Yeah. Yeah, I'm always the comedian. I'm always the one that gets a nutter on the bus. Yeah. You're not supposed to say nutter anymore, are you? You know, the one that nobody wants them to sit next to them because they can tell they're a bit strange. No, they always sit next to me. And then they start telling me the life story. If I go anywhere, I can be minding my own business and somebody will come up to me and start talking to me. My ex-husband said, you've got that kind of face. You don't give them that don't bother coming near me look. He said, you go. He said, when you think, oh, there's an idiot, I'll go and talk to her. My ex-boyfriend used to always say, I can't leave you anywhere for a minute because if I go to the toilet, when I come back, you're talking to somebody. I said, I don't talk to them, they talk to me. Yeah. He used to complain. He didn't dare leave me. I'd be sat there, minding my own business, nobody around me, sitting on my buffet in the pub on my own, nobody around. And when he came back, there'd be somebody sitting next to me talking to me. Oh, dear. The funniest one I ever had was we went out and this lad kept saying to me, oh, you're lovely. And I kept saying, oh, really? I thought he's had too many. And he kept saying, you're lovely. He said, may I tell you, he said, you are bloody lovely for your age. And then he fell off his stool and he was in a stupor on the floor, passed out completely. That's the kind of man I attract. Stoned off his head. It was funny, really. Straight off. And it was a tall stool. Straight off. Then I got one the other day. I was dressed. I had a purple jacket on like this, purple, and a purple skirt. And he came up and he said, "Oh," he said, "you do my heart proud." And I said, "Oh, thank you, do I?" And he said, "It's lovely to see somebody dressed so colourful." He said, "In this drab world," he said, "you are a beacon of light." I said, "Well, thank you very much." I said, "I do like my bright colours." Oh dear. Bless him, he was about 80, I think, if he was a day. I'm glad to know I made his day. I am a beacon of light on a drab day, he said. Oh dear. Yeah, get your coat on, you pulled. No, he wasn't chatting me up. I know it sounds as though he was, but he wasn't chatting me up. He was just passing a comment, I think. Yeah. That's the number of comments I get when I wear this jacket or another jacket, you know. "Oh, your jacket's absolutely fantastic, but we couldn't wear it." Why not? Why could you not wear it? Well, you carry it off. We couldn't wear it. I'm going, just put one on and wear it. If you like it and but you say you can't wear it, I don't understand. I just do not understand. Put it on. If you like it, put it on. Wear it. You know, if you want to wear shocking pink and you're 95, wear shocking pink and be 90. I mean, look at what she called that, Barbara Cartland. She always wore pink, didn't she? Pink hair, pink thing, pink everything. Pink eyeshadow. I mean, Vivienne Westwood used to dye her hair all different colours and do everything. And, you know, why not? I haven't got round to dyeing my hair purple yet, I must admit. It's the upkeep, you know. Keep dyeing it purple, I think we'll get. I mean, it's bad enough keeping it blonde. But at least with blonde, I'm not so bad with the roots, you know. But I think if I dyed it purple, I think it would be more lilac rather than purple if I dyed it a colour. But then it's the upkeep, isn't it? You know, having to keep having it done. Not so bad with blonde, I can do it myself. But some of the colours when they're growing out, they don't look nice, do they? I don't like blue. You know, that bright blue, some lime green that some people dye their hair. There's a girl who works at the library, her hair's like about emerald green. And I'm like, oh. She obviously likes it, but yeah, sometimes it's lime green, sometimes it's emerald green. Yeah, depends what mood she's in, I think. But yeah, I've just ordered 2 new dresses, but they're boring. They're just my long winter dresses, boring, round neck, long sleeves, small, one colour. But they're what I call my base. I stick something bright on top of them. One of them's mustard, I think. What colour did I order? I think I had a bottle green for the other one. But I'm already thinking of something jazzy I can wear over the top of them, yeah. But I do like a good base colour, you know, what I call a base dress. I've got them in all colours. I've got red ones, black ones. I did have a beige one, but I got rid of that. Like a brownie colour, little. Just got rid of 2 pairs of trousers because they were mint colour and beige, and I thought, you are never going to wear those trousers. Get rid of them. They are not you at all. You will never, even if you shorten them. You know, bright coloured patchwork trousers are more me. Although I do wear a lot of black trousers, I must admit. Because they go with anything bright, don't they, black trousers? White trousers in the summer. Yeah, I got rid of a lot of mine, Chris, and then I wished I still had them back. I had tons of clothes. I really did. I was the charity shop queen when I lived in Prestwich. I'd go in, £3 for a dress. Oh, yeah, I'll have that. £2 for that coat. Yeah, I'll have that. I had so many clothes, honestly. Goodness me, I did. You've only seen a fraction of my clothes, yeah. Oh, no, I would never have got a job. You know, the job centre was a bit conservative, yeah. I'm working with my mother. My mother would have never stood for bright coloured hair and a tattoo. I love clothes. I don't wear them to impress. I don't wear them for anybody else. I just wear clothes because they cheer me up. If I get up in the morning and I put on something drab, I feel drab and miserable all day long. If I get up in the morning and I choose, and I do, I choose things that I think would go together, choose the beads that go, it gets me up out the ruts and it makes me feel better. Doesn't make any difference to my back pain, to my whatever, but it makes me feel better. And that's why I dress. I don't dress to impress. I don't dress. I show everybody what I've got on when I'm doing a video because I've just got in the habit of doing that. But I don't do it to show off. I don't do it to, say, hey, look at me, what I'm wearing today. No, I just feel comfortable wearing nice things. I would be even more flamboyant if I had money. I would be a real boho if I had money. I would be frills, flounces, ribbons, you name it, I'd be it. I'd be wearing the hat, I would be really over the top if I had money. But I have to dress within my budget. Yeah. But I'm glad I invested in these years ago because I've got about 6 jackets. And I'm glad I invested in them. I did get rid of about 3 actually before I moved here, which I'm sorry I did. I should never have got rid of them. I should have kept them. But I just felt I had too many, so I got rid of them. But sorely tempted to go and have a look on the indigo moon. Yeah. Well, if that's what you like to wear, Esther, I would be miserable wearing those things. I would be absolutely miserable. I do not own a t-shirt. I don't own one. And I don't own any sweatpants. And I don't own jeans. It's just how you feel. If you feel alive when you wear those sort of things, if you feel that they flatter you, if you feel that they make you feel good. But so many people just get in the habit, I think, of slinging something old and baggy on. That's the way they wander around all day long in something baggy and shapeless. I don't like big women who wear big shapeless things. It doesn't make them look any thinner. It doesn't. It'd far better with something that's well fitting. If you're a big girl, get a decent bra, get a decent, pair of trousers. Get something decent that fits you. Don't slop about in a great big oversized tent because it makes you look bigger still. You look like a great big lampshade on legs, It's just the way I am, yeah. I just bought but it hasn't come yet, like a corset belt in black with all red roses embroidered on it, yeah. I love being weird, Munchkin. I quite enjoy being weird, yeah. Oh, I wear dresses all the time, yeah. I would, like you feel uncomfortable wearing a dress, I would feel very uncomfortable in a T-shirt and sweatpants. I would feel that is not me. It depends on how you feel about yourself and how you feel when you're wearing them. You know, I never say to people, oh, you've got to dress like me, because that's just ridiculous. But it's like you wouldn't say to me, you need a T-shirt and sweatpants on, because I'd be like, whoa, whoa, I ain't me, you know. You never get me in a pair. You never get me in a T-shirt and sweat. I've never worn a T-shirt and sweatpants, no. But it's how you are. It's all what you are comfortable wearing, isn't it? You know, I don't mind being called weird. I don't mind being. I like being weird. I don't want to be normal. Normal is boring. You know. You know, I spent a lot of my life conforming. When you worked in a job where you had to conform and you had to wear boring business clothes because people would frown on you if you had anything bright. You had to wear, you know, a blazer, you know, like a jacket. I couldn't have worn this, for example. I could not have gone to work in this. You know, and you have to wear matching trousers and a skirt, a straight skirt, and heels and blouses and things. I threw every one of my blouses away when I left work. I thought, I am never wearing a blouse again. You know, button V-neck blouse. They all went. All my business clothes just went when I left work. Never wearing them again. Went. The whole lot of them went. I put them in a great massive, well, I put them in, I think I had 13 bags of clothes and shoes and things that I'd worn for work. And I gave them all to the homeless women's charity. Yeah, gave them all away. Thought I will never wear a blouse again. Hiya, Yolanda. You didn't get married in a dress. What did you get married in? Don't tell me you got married in sweatpants and a T-shirt, please. Not even on your wedding day. I mean, I didn't have a fancy dress when I got married. I had a very plain white dress, but it was stylish. Yeah. I didn't get married in a meringue or anything like that. I didn't have any glitter or sequins on it or beads or anything like that. It was just a fairly plain wedding dress. But I did get married in a dress, yeah. God, my mother would have had me hung, drawn and quartered if I'd have suggested anything different. I mean, I did suggest wearing a cream dress and she went berserk. You're being married in white. What will people think? I said, well, white doesn't suit me. It doesn't. It drains all the colour out of my white. Because back in the day, I never wore makeup, so I had the young, lovely skin back in the 20s, you know. Oh, God, my mother would have gone mad if I hadn't had a dress on. Yeah. When I see some people's weddings these days, and I look at them and I'm going, did you not make any effort? You know, I see what they're wearing and they're going, this is our wedding. And I'm like, but he's got jeans on. You had jeans on for your wedding? No, Esther. Sorry, that would not have been me. No, I see on Facebook and I see somebody's wedding photographs and I'm like, did you not make a bit of an effort, you know? No, I couldn't have worn jeans for a wedding. No, Esther, sorry, I couldn't have worn jeans for a wedding. Jeans look good on a cowboy with a nice behind, yeah. You know, I see the blokes who do the line dancing, you know, these gorgeous men with lovely behinds, and I think they are the ones who should wear a pair of jeans, yeah. You look like a leprechaun. Oh dear. My friend's husband had um, a sort of cream suit on with his massive big lapels trimmed with brown, and he had platform shoes on. I mean, they were all the rage at the time, but oh, and she had a great big hat, you know, a massive big hat. And her wedding pictures do look rather dated, yeah. But it was more him with his cream suit with like big brown trim on his lapels and big platform shoes he had on with great big heels. We have hysterics when we look at her wedding photos. And another of my friends, her husband got married in a brown velvet suit. I mean, at the time it was all the rage, but yeah. With a cowboy. Oh, it must have been a cowboy hat. Must be in a cowboy. Must be down south somewhere. Mm. I've seen photographs where the bride's beautiful. She's got a lovely white dress and she's beautiful. And the groom, you're like, Alice said, no. The groom turns up in a pair of shorts and an old t-shirt, you know, and I'm like, no. I'd have said, no, I don't. Not until he goes home and changes. I'm not marrying that. Ugh. Maybe I'm a snob. I am a snob. I don't care. I am. Yeah. But no, I've never been to a wedding where people are wore jeans. Unless it was a registry office and nobody went, yeah. But a proper wedding, you know, with a church and everything. Thinking my husband had turned up in shorts and a t-shirt, and I just said, I'm going home. I can leave him there at the altar. I'm not marrying that. My ex-husband didn't like dressing up, but I just refused to go places with him unless he put something decent on. Yeah, I know. Yeah, kilts. My son got married in a kilt, yeah. I mean, he had a rocker wedding, a rocker. But, I mean, his bride did. She had a red satin dress, my daughter-in-law. She did look pretty, though. Long red satin dress, and their bridesmaids were all in lilac. And my son wore a kilt, yeah. But, God, I would have been horrified if he'd have turned up in shorts and a t-shirt. Oh, no. I'd have disowned him. Yes, she had red satin. Well, it was a second wedding, wasn't it? Mm-hmm. If I'd have got married again, I wouldn't have had white. I would have had a colour, yeah. Not black, but I wouldn't have got married in black, but I would have had probably red, actually, yeah. I don't think I'd have got married in purple, but red, probably red. It was a lovely, it was a wedding dress, but it was, she had it made for her. It was in red, yeah. Yeah, if I'd have got married again, I wouldn't have worn white, no. Maybe cream, but not white. And I wouldn't have had a big dress. Well, I would, but not a frou-frou dress. I might have had a long dress, but I'd have probably got married boho, you know, with all the lace and the trimmings and the ribbons and the whatever. Not sure my groom would have approved, but I mean, the only guy I almost got married to wouldn't have approved. No, I don't. You know me, Lizzie, with pale colours. I just don't suit them. I look too washed out in colours. Mm. I wear cream, fun enough, and I don't look bad in cream, but anything pale lemon, pale pink, and pale green, I just look thick, I look washed out. I haven't got enough colour in. I think you have to have a good colour or be a darker person to carry off a pale colour. I do have some things in my wardrobe that are pale pink, but I never quite feel quite right in pale pink. Everybody goes, oh yeah, you look nice in pale pink, but no, it's not really me. I did have my colours done once. I'm a dual colour person, you know, like jade, red, royal blue. Those are the colours I should wear, yeah. Deep turquoise, teal colour. Those are my kind of colours. No browns, no beiges, no grey. That's not my colours at all. Yeah, I don't know what they said I was, but you know, they do your colours and they drape things all around you and all that. But mine definitely is brighter colours, yeah. No, beige and grey and things like that, they just drain all the colour out of me. Even pastel colours do. I can wear a lemon if it's a strong lemon, like a yellow lemon. And I can wear pink if it's a brighter pink. But not the pastel shades, no. What I call the ice cream colours, yeah. No, not for me. Anyway, it must be getting near the witching hour. Yeah, it is almost 23:58. I always know when it gets near midnight. I always know when it's the witching hour. Now it's Halloween, isn't it, soon? It'll be the witching hour. Ooh. Yeah. I once dressed up as a witch. We went to a fancy dress. You know, and I had witch's makeup and that witch's hat and witch's everything. And I walked in and somebody said, hello, Jan. You weren't supposed to recognise me. No, I don't like Halloween. I just don't prescribe to Halloween at all. I don't have pumpkins. I don't have anything. I don't have candy. I don't hand out anything. If anybody knocks on the door, they get nothing. I don't do it. Don't do Halloween at all, at all, at all. I only went to a Halloween party years back because my ex decided we were going to go. So I went dressed as a witch, but I can't remember what he went dressed as. Probably himself. But yeah, I made my own hat. Crocheted a spider and a web to put on the top of it. Made it out of cardboard, covered it with fabric, and I had this really great spider's web and a spider stuck on my hat. And I had a great big cape. So, I don't know what happened to my cape. I used to like that cape. No, I don't have any ornaments. We don't have any pumpkins or out like that. I don't bother. Spiders and stuff, and nah, it's not. I never celebrated it when I was a kid, and I think this is what it is. It's all a new thing, innit? All this Halloweeny business. Oh, hello. Somebody's gone at me. Somebody's been at me on my phone. See who it is. Who it is. Who it is. Oh, can't see. Can't see. Can't see. To put my glasses on to even find my phone, let alone read it. What does it say? Oh, it's a message from the Knit Club. Made by OB Jacks. My hands and back are breaking. Oh, really? Crafty Yarn Owl with Darla. Manic Mama's Musings. What else have I got here? Instagram. I don't even bother looking at them. All these men who want to be friends with me. On Instagram. How big is that bag? I don't want that. She's Somebody must be reading an old video of mine. How big is that bag full of crocheted garments? I'm like, whoa, I've got crocheted garments. Must be watching an old video of mine. Right. Yeah, Halloween is a USA thing, I think, yeah. You don't like what is background? No, I don't like costumes and stuff. It's for the kids, innit? And it's American anyway. Britain doesn't really. They started doing it, but it's a very new custom in England. People never used to celebrate Halloween when I was a kid. All Hallows Eve. It's when the ghosts come up out of the graveyards and haunt everybody into. That's what it used to be, All Hallows Eve. But we never went round with pumpkins and stuff like that. Skeletons dangling and, oh, God, no. No, not me. Anyway, I'm going to go now. Going to go and try and get warm in bed. On my own. But I'm going to try and get warm in bed. So once again, thank you for keeping me company. And I'm hoping to... Well, I'll do a video sometime. Sure, I've finished 2 things off. They're blocking in the conservatory. They're on the table blocking. I went into the shed and got the blocking boards out. So they're blocking, yeah. So I will have them to show you very soon. And maybe I'll do the sleeves on this. On me, whatever it is. Me not ugly shrug that looks like a string bag at the moment. When I've stitched it all together, I'll let you see it. And then I'll be starting on Cindy clothes or Barbie clothes or whatever else she's called clothes, yeah. Right, okie dokie. I shall speak to you all very soon. So bye for now. Bye.